Association matchup. We've got our Moncton Mystics, and in town visiting is the Fredericton Freeze. I want to give a big shout out to all the U13, U14 teams here from different parts of the Maritimes playing in a next level competitive tournament this weekend. So hi to all our U13, 14 teams, and a special hello to our team in the game today, the 506 Elite U10 Girls team. 506, where are we at, 506? All right. So hello to our 506 Elite U10 Girls. Wonderful to have you guys here. And wonderful to have all of our fans here. We certainly appreciate everybody's attendance. We want to say a big thank you to Tanya Everett, our official team photographer. And as always, we want to thank Rehab One and Carl Sutton, whose professional staff of athletic therapists are taking care of our Mystics and all of our visiting teams. So big thanks to Rehab One. Make sure you get your 50-50 tickets today. You'll notice the U14 provincial players from Fredericton Minor Basketball Association are selling those. All proceeds from tonight's 50-50 are going to Christmas Blessings in a Backpack. This is a program that helps feed over 1,400 school kids in the Moncton area. So if you get a chance today, if you see the Fredericton Minor players come around, please purchase a 50-50 and help us support Christmas Blessings in a Backpack. At 50-50, the last game I want to say was up over $100, so nice little prize there for the 50-50. Okay, so let's run through our lineups, and then we're going to have our national anthem. For the Fredericton Freeze, your lineup is going to be number 5, Corey Thompson, 7, Keith McDonald, 8, Katie Daly, 9, Robbie Daly, 11, Nicole Essen, 12, Alan McCarthy, 6, Vanessa Sophie, 13, Bailey Russell, 15, Lena Tongime, 20, Sam Stewart. And your Moncton Mystics lineup is number 1, Kate Fillmore, number 2, Annie Albert, number 4, Jessie Brown, number 5, Lee Alcorn, number 8, Kelly Carter, number 9, Cindy Bowen, number 11, Kennedy Alcor, number 12, Aidan McLaughlin, number 14, Jordan Casey, number 15, Emily Terrell, number 22, Celine Sturkle. So those are our lineups. We'll introduce you to the starters here after Canada. But for now, I'd like to introduce Bethany Robertson to sing our national anthem. So please, if you could stand on your feet, face the flags, and please welcome Bethany Robertson.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Qu'à ton bras c'est porter les pays, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you very much, Bethany. Great job as always.
Good afternoon, Hoops fans out there in Atlantic Canada. My name is Dave Tingley, and I'm joined by Judd Doncaster. We're on the call for you today from Crandall University in Moncton, New Brunswick here for a matchup in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association between your Moncton Mystics and your Fredericton Freeze. We'll just say everybody's your team. So fans, welcome to the fourth season of the MWBA, and this has been another good start to the season. We had a really fun, competitive first game for 3 quarters, Judd, and then the Mystics kind of shortened bench and inexperience kind of cut up them in the fourth, but they got a deeper bench now for game 3, and these additions that they've got, namely Celine Sturkle in the front court and Evan McLaughlin sort of in a swing guard position, makes them a lot deeper and makes this potentially a much better game.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what you're going to need if you're going to put together 4 quarters of great basketball. Last game, you know, 1 quarter, that kind of killed you there.
Yeah.
It was that second quarter where they went on that big run. First, third, and fourth were excellent in my opinion. If they can just iron that out, get 4 good quarters of basketball, I think they can see a win today.
Yeah, now we've definitely got a mix of experience and youth on both these teams, but more so youth on the side of the Mystics as they're going to start again. Kate Fillmore, Addie Albert, and yeah, three Mount A starters. Sadie Bowen, so 3 starters currently coming off their freshman seasons at Mount A. So a lot to ask for them to step up and play with the likes of just to name one, Allie McCarthy for Fredericton, who's coming off a season at the University of Ottawa where she scored 12 points a game, 6 boards, has been an elite player around here for a long time. So experience versus youth, we'll see how this goes in today's matchup. So again, I was teasing Addie Albert's parents about her becoming a center next year at Mount A. She's forced to take the jump again. Oh, but look at the bullet pass from Fillmore. Oh, but can't connect Albert. And that's going to be an early foul on.
Fouls on the Mystics. Number 9, Sadie Bowen.
That's Sadie Bowen down there fighting. So, the rocket pass from Fillmore to start. We were really impressed by her in game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. She had a stellar first game. Also, though, how nice to have a center with good guard skills like Addie Albert.
Right? Hopefully she's not playing center at Mount A next year. Oh, and the 3 goes. Nice ball movement from those Frees, and down it went for Robbie Daly, the veteran. We'll talk about that family a lot today. Getting all the way to the hoop is Fillmore. She can't finish. And that's McCarthy pulling down the rebound. And Katie Daly also on the floor, the 2 Daly sisters. Gets that rebound off the miss. Can't put it home. Pulled away by McLaughlin. So McLaughlin, a player at University Memorial, they were missing her in their first game yesterday. They played game 2 of their season, and McLaughlin joined them and had a pretty good game. Talked to Coach before the game, Troy McKenzie, and he, on the subject of Kate Fillmore, yesterday thought that she deferred too much to the new people on board with Celine and Avon there. As nice finish on the break from Addie Albert. Those long strides and arms of hers.
Like you're talking about with Fillmore, so much of the time her scoring opens up so many other facets of her game. So for her to be aggressive, that's very important for them.
Absolutely. So he looked at her yesterday and said, what's going on with you? Hey, you got to be an alpha at some point in your career. Might as well start now. So reach in there on Lindy Alcorn, who led them in scoring yesterday in a 10-point loss to the Fog. So a better performance over game 1, a more consistent performance. They just didn't get any shots to go yesterday against Port City.
If you're having a game like that and you only lose by 10 where you're not getting many shots to go, I'd say that's a trademark of a good team, yeah.
And they held them to 66 points. I mean, the defense was pretty good. Another 3 from the wing. That time it was Bailey Russell. But they are able to collect on a turnover there, and Allie McCarthy, you can't turn it over into her hands on a live ball turnover. She's going to make you pay. Trying to get it inside to McLaughlin there was, or pardon me, to Bowen there was Addie Albert. Got tied up though. Having trouble getting it in. There it is. Goes to Fillmore. Fillmore didn't want the 3. Pulls it back out a little bit. They got 12 on the clock. That's a deep 3. And the rebound there fell to Ava McLaughlin, but she wasn't able to get the reverse to go. Looked to go baseline and then pulled up.
Mystics right now doing a great job keeping the Frees out of the paint.
That was Courtney Thompson on the miss there. Terrific shooter is Courtney Thompson. Scored all 24 a game as a senior at Dow 10 years ago. So she's still playing at a high level, 10 years removed from college basketball. Terrific scorer. Into Bowen. 15 on the clock still. Fillmore didn't want the three, too deep. Gets into the key, spins and lays it up with that baby hook. Seen her make a couple of those hook shots the first couple of days, couple of games here.
That little touch shot is automatic for her when she gets in that deep.
Oh, it's so good. It's such a weapon to have when you're giving away size, to be able to go to that move, get your body into someone, create a little bit of space, and you have that baby hook. That is something. That is a weapon for her. And Allie McCarthy to the line. We talked about went to play D1 in the Dakotas for a year, and then came back to Canada. And she's presently going into her 4th season of eligibility at Ottawa with the GGs. Her brother, a real terrific player himself, just finished his last year in the ACAA at Stu. Open three on the wing created by McCarthy, no good by Daly, one of the Dalys. Oh, and putting her head down and driving was Lindy Alcorn, but there's the follow from Sadie Bowen.
Good decision by Alcorn there to run the break. Great job, because now you got 2 on the glass there. Even if you miss that shot, you still got 2 for the rebounds.
Yeah, be aggressive. Get your body in them. Get that ball up on the rim, because when you got some long arm players like Bowen and Albert there, Maddie on the drive gets it out to McLaughlin. It's not there. Back to Fillmore now. Fillmore with a deep three, just a little bit short, and snatched away there by Katie Daly. A little long on that jump shot there by McCarthy. Oh, but she digs down. You can't dribble it in front of McCarthy. She's going to take it away. Oh, boy, they got lucky there. Missed layup. You don't see that very often from Allie. Now Fillmore on the way back. She's got Albert. Albert, she's going to pop an open three. It's long. Falls to McCarthy. McCarthy splits the D, and now the Freeze have numbers. She gave up a good one for a great one. Another missed baseline jump in there by Thompson. Albert now gets the ball to Bowen. Bowen gets swarmed, and yeah, these Freeze are being super aggressive on the ball right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, they have no one running back. It's all 5 on the ball and in the front or backcourt. Yeah,
they're swarming the ball handler right now. Super aggressive. 3rd foul. Pardon me. Yes, it is the 3rd foul. Yeah. So both teams right now with 3 team fouls. 6:20 clock running first quarter here from Crandall University. Alcorn looking for McLaughlin. McLaughlin brings it back out. She's going to pop an open three. That one's wide. A little deep here for these threes for the Mystics early.
All right, Mystics fans, it's time for us to
Some
make some
Steph
noise.
Curry level logo threes here.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams right now doing an excellent job of keeping each other out of the paint, forcing them to take tougher jump shots.
Yep, that's right. The Freeze, though, I would say the shot selection's a little better. They've missed some ones they normally make. Definitely. That one's very well defended by the Mystics. Daly, that time Robbie missed 3 from the top of the key. Oh, pardon me, I think that was Katie again. Oh, I'm getting mixed up already with the Daly sisters. Albert penetrates again. Well defended, though, there by the Freeze. Step it into a 3. That is Bailey Russell. Rebounded by Bowen again. Bowen having a strong start to her game. Fillmore going to use the screen of Bowen. She is. She's going to pop an open 3. Didn't go. Bowen tried to get to the boards, but was held off by Katie Daly. And now Daly on the run. Pulls up in front of Alcorn. Couldn't get it to go, but they got the offensive rebound. That's 3 misses in a row from the same spot almost from Courtney Thompson.
Yeah, the Freeze getting excellent looks in the mid-range especially.
Yeah, but good job on the boards that time from the Mystics. McLaughlin all the way over. That one's going to be popped by Alcorn. Another long 3. And letting it bounce out of bounds. Give herself a little breath. It was Daly. A lot of end-to-end action here. A quick move in the first quarter. Sturkle's going to check in. Pardon me, Courtney Thompson in now. Oh, pardon me. I was getting my numbers mixed up here. Excuse me, fans. Courtney Thompson just checked in. So my numbers are off here for something. I'll check it here in a sec, fans. Pardon me. And Bailey Russell with the 2 there. Ava Tumwine, one of the names, the other name in also for your Freeze. And a nice move from Albert. Okay, I've got my numbers straightened out here now, fans. That's been Nicole Essen in the game this whole time. Pardon me, Nicole. And pardon me, Courtney, for accusing you of missing 3 baseline jumpers. I'm sorry, Nicole. Now I got to assign that to you.
Number 20, Sam Storty.
Sam Storty checking in, the former Stu standout for your freeze.
Albert right now doing an excellent job of getting downhill, taking those one-on-one matchups whenever she can get it.
Yeah, and she's done a great job getting downhill. Good defense at the rim, wall up by the freeze in a couple of those drives, but she got all the way to the rim that time. And popped in 2 free throws. All right, freeze fans, I promise no more number mix-ups. There's a 3 going down for Bailey Russell, daughter of Bram Russell, here in attendance, FHS assistant coach and BNB Canada Games coach for the girls. Oh, and good hustle there getting on the floor from Albert. The freeze, though, had superior numbers and ripped it away. And Storty on the drive, and she'll reverse it back to Russell. Russell over to the actual real honest-to-goodness Courtney Thompson. She's going to go off that screen. Oh, the good look to Tamwine on the drive. Pretty look. That was through the eye of a needle. That pass had to be led perfectly.
Yeah, really. What a great roll, too. Find the only open space there. Corral that ball through that passing.
That's a tough catch for Tamwine as well. Ava played at UMB, scored 12 and 5, pardon me, in her senior year at UMB in 1920. Her brother, a Stu player.
At the line shooting 1 for Fredericton, Eva Tamwine.
Didn't get a chance to even do the announcer jinx, and still got it done. God, I'm good.
Just had to think about it. That was all it took.
I did. Tamwine up and in with her second. Essen's still on the floor. She's going to be watching Kate Fillmore. Oh, Fillmore with the crossover. 2 feet in the paint. Can't get the teardrop to go, though, and Storty pulls it free. And Russell now, also a member of the Ottawa GGs, coming off her second year. Pops a 3 there, no good. Looks like a foul here on the Mystics. It's going to stay here.
Fouls on the Mystics, number 23, Soren Sturkle.
It is going to be on Sturkle.
Fredericton at the line, shooting 2.
So now that's the 5th team foul on the Mystics. And Tamwine is going to go to the line after these messages. All right, fans, so we'll do a little thanking of the sponsors here in our first break. The MWBA would like to thank its founding partner, Royale, for their outstanding support, dedication, and commitment to ensuring women in sport continues. Your partnership shows tremendous belief in the MWBA and strong community support. Royale is proudly Canadian. And we also want to show our support and gratitude to Cushman and Wakefield Real Estate Services for their support as proud league partners. And we thank Cox and Palmer as the official legal counsel for the league and its team. So, kind of a slow start for the Mystics, but they're getting 2 feet in the paint, they're getting shots, but Freeze are being effectively physical with them on those drives, I think, really making it difficult to finish through contact at the rim right now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Freeze are doing a great job of sticking their one-on-one matchups. Usually that's something you look for when you're on offense. You look for those one-on-one matchups, and then you take them off the dribble because you're hoping for either a foul or to just get right by them.
Yep.
But the Freeze are doing an impressive job at sticking with their man.
Yeah, so even when, Fillmore, Albert get that half a step, it's only half a step. They're still on their hip, and they're still making them finish through perfectly legal contact and making it hard on them to get those shots to go right now. Tamwine rims out on the first one. It's a 5-point lead as we come back to the action. 3:11 on the clock in the first quarter.
In Tamwine's couple minutes, she's been in the game as well. She's been clearing out a massive area down there and getting
she's awesome.
Get on the glass.
She's really good. These Frees they got a pretty deep team when you're bringing the likes of Tamwine and Thompson off your bench.
Yeah,
that's a good sign. So Lindy Alcorn now. Ball swung all the way over to Circle. She can make that 3. Oh, it side rims and comes out. And on the attack now are the Frees. Good decision there by Essen. Got it baseline to Tamwine. Tamwine banged it home, and now the lead is 8. 2:37 on the clock. Clock running first quarter. Dave Tingley and Judd Doncaster on the call for you from Crandall University here. Moncton, New Brunswick. MWBA action. Mystics and Fredericton Freeze. Sturkle set up nicely again. Wide right this time. Rebound ripped down by Tumwine. Essen now. Doesn't like the three, gets Tumwine. Tumwine can make that one as well, and she does. Ava Tumwine coming in and running things here for the Freeze in her minutes.
Just finding all the right spots right now. Whether it be a mid-range, offensive rebound, whatever. She's got it right now.
Yeah, she's a real smart player. She's always going to be where you ask her to be. A good drive there from Alcorn. And again, Sam Storty. Terrific. Walling up that defense. And again, it's a lot of contact, but I mean, they're taking it on the chest. It's not, you know, they're not grabbing and clutching and grabbing to maintain contact. They are keeping the Mystics in front of them, making it real difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to see the Mystics stop in the paint and then turn over that shoulder and then maybe make a pass out or go with that little touch shot.
Yeah. A little back down here from McLaughlin. Doesn't get the turnaround to go. Trying to run it down in the corner there was Jesse Brown. Katie Daly looking for a screen from Fillmore, or from Tumwine. She gets it. Can't get it to go, and Sturkle pulls it down, but a little over dribbling by Sturkle there. Tumwine comes away with it. Yeah, she's going to go to the line for 2 more free throws. Well done from Tumwine on the little Euro step. So that's 2 or 3 times now. Moncton's secured the defensive rebound and then had trouble just getting it across half court. That time a little over dribbling by Sturkle, had it knocked away from behind.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when you see that there's 5 players in the backcourt, you're like, okay, we got to go right now. But the focus right now has to be, we have to get this ball over half, and then we can go.
Getting the ball into the hands of the people that can push the pace for you best, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So in this case, it's definitely going to be McLaughlin. She's going to run the show here while Fillmore's out. A good kick out to Sturkle again. Sturkle, though, gets 2 feet in the paint. Oh, that's gorgeous. Leaving it there for Emily Turmel. Turmel was really good in the first game here on opening night. And she gets right back to it. Oh, and a nice, good hands there on the reach-in from Ava McLaughlin. It's going to be a tie-up. Nice defense there from McLaughlin.
That's more the offense the Mystics need right now. A lot of their looks have not been easy ones. That one was open in the paint, which is what they needed. They needed a nice, good bucket. Yeah,
good 2 feet in the paint, and then a good, timely cut there from Turmel.
The Freeze right now, every time on their takes, they're making that help come over. And then a lot of times they get fouled or they can make a good kick out after that, but they're making that help come, and then they're making a read out of that.
And Vanessa Sophie, new onto the floor for the Freeze. She's going to the line for 2 free throws. Makes the first.
That's Vanessa Sophie at the line now for Fredericton, shooting 1.
She's a late addition to the roster. Vanessa.
Back in for Moncton at number 5.
So I'm gonna learn a little about her here while we're going. Oh, back onto the floor for the Mystics is Alcorn.
Alcorn, someone who can definitely put a dent in this deficit right now with her 3-point shooting.
Yeah, she just hasn't gotten cooking yet today. She had a pretty strong game yesterday to lead the team in scoring. Hasn't gotten her game off. That's an opportunity there. Oh, nice step back, but can't get it to go. And pulled down again by Katie Daly, having a really good first quarter, particularly on the glass. She gets it back, and she's going to drive. Returns it to Eve McDonald, new onto the floor. Sophie now. Oh, nice look back door. Excellent sink there. Just in the nick of time by Turmel. Recognizing that opening. Leaving her check, Tumwine, to go knock that out of bounds. Good play design there out of bounds for Daly, but well defended by the Mystics. And they secure the board, and they can get out and run a little bit here. But, oh, again, a little too much dribbling. Luckily, they got it to Sturkle. Sturkle can't get that 3 to go. Brown. That's Kelly Carter, new onto the floor, pardon me, trying to run that down. Was knocked out of bounds off the Mystics with 3.7 seconds left in a fast-moving first quarter. They can't get it inbounds, though, and that's a costly turnover. That's going to give the Mystics the ball way down, all the way down, back down at their end. They're going to have 3.7 seconds to work with.
You got to get something good here if you're the Mystics. You know, cut this to 10 points, maybe 9.
Let's get into double figures here out of the first quarter. Oh, boy, right idea, but the timing from Sophie to knock that away from behind. And we are going to go to the break. 21-9, your score. Fredericton Freeze over your Moncton Mystics. And really, the story there is just, I mean, the more aggressive team, I believe, in that first quarter was your Fredericton Freeze. And Moncton's going to have to find a way to match that aggression.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Freeze defense has generated so many points from today. Just turnovers into easy layups. The defense by the Mystics hasn't been too bad. It's just offensive turnovers that lead to those layups.
Yeah, 21 points in a quarter when you've given up so many run-out possibilities, so many turnovers. You've taken too many quick shots. All that stuff you can lay on the Mystics. To only give up 21 is, listen, could have been worse than 12 points right now, given how poorly they look. And we saw them play at a very high level. You said for 3 quarters. First game, they're very much more capable than what they showed in this first quarter.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, it's just the offense that has to get going. I think those turnovers are something that they're gonna patch up, no problem. But right now, you have to figure out what's going to be your offense here that's going to bring you back.
I mean, the sheer number of 3 points. I mean, that was just way too many threes in the first. I don't know how many. I don't know what percentage of threes that they took, but I would bet it was more than 50% of their shots in that quarter were from 3-point range, and some of them just way too fast.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they weren't even in really a good set, you know what I mean? They get down the court and your feet aren't set, you're not in a good space to shoot the ball, just kind of rushed almost.
100%. So here we go, start of what's hopefully a much better second quarter. Off Albert getting into the paint again, but again, can't finish. Gets the ball back, can't finish that one either, gets another opportunity. So the fight from Addie Albert, you love to see it. That's kind of matching the aggression a little bit of the Freeze.
Exactly, yeah, way to stick with it there. Missed the first shot, don't space out, just stay in there, stick in for the rebound. Great job.
And credit to Sadie Bowen too. She was in there mixing things up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Her first foul on the team's first. I thought shooting one more for Moncton, Addie Albert.
Rims out the second one. It falls to McCarthy. McCarthy with the kick-ahead pass. Oh, pardon me, that was Bailey Russell, excuse me. The kick-ahead pass a little too far, and back come the Mystics. And aggressively attacking again was Bowen, but standing her ground nicely and forcing that miss.
Mystics, number 9, Sadie Bowen, her second foul.
Even when you're not scoring on these takes that get deep in the paint, what that does is it prevents the Freeze from getting out in transition and getting those easy buckets that they work. So it makes them go against your set defense, which has been pretty strong today.
Yeah, it certainly does. Russell was the one standing the ground. Oh, the hesitation in the attack. Nice move, but good hands there from Alcorn to knock it out of bounds.
50 tickets. The Ruby Royals are coming around.
Freeze. Swing it all the way around off that inbounds. Oh, nice little set there. Courtney Thompson didn't want the shot. She got it back out to Daly, Katie Daly. She was not able to get it to go, and another rebound for Sadie Bowen. She's eating them up inside right now, and back on the floor is Fillmore. I think Fillmore is on really already probably their most important player. The way the ball moves so much better when she's on the floor. Oh, the step back. That looked good from Addie Albert, just a little bit long, but she gets to the glass again. What a feed inside for Bowen. Oh, get up the goggles. Addie Albert.
So impressive to have the wherewithal off an offensive rebound to make that pass.
Oh, beautiful with her left hand too. A wraparound. Oh, and then silencing the crowd is Robbie Daly, a vet of 97 games in the CIS, played with Smew and Dow. Oh, Bowen going to a spin move and a nice move. Just couldn't get that one to go. Again, Doherty there walling up on her. Made it difficult. Another long three is good. This time from Bailey Russell. And she shot in her second year at Ottawa. Bench player, 7 points a game, but good role player. She shot 40% from three. Yeah, almost 40. That's what you want from your role players off the bench. Knocking in shots. Oh, got their hand on it, did the freeze, and they got to save it, and they do. And Daly ran it down, and then it's knocked loose from Alcorn, and then everybody's jumping on it. And the jump ball's going to go back to the freeze. I do like, as we go to timeout, I do like, it's definitely a Mystics team that's been more aggressive in the opening minutes of this second quarter.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Right now is, like I mentioned earlier, who's going to be your offensive spark in the half court? They're doing a great job of getting on those loose balls, playing swarming defense, and putting an effort on the glass as well. They've had good looks at the rim. It's just who's going to be the person who's actually going to put them home.
Yeah. Oh, and I got to show you this headline about your girl.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Really?
You can't wait to get home and watch that one.
I got to record it.
Caitlin Clark called for flagrant on Angel Reese. Oh, I can't wait to get home and watch that one.
Last time I checked, Clark had 4 blocks. I couldn't even believe it.
Oh, boy. Her and Angel, they don't like each other. They just don't.
Those are the best games.
Oh, boy. I can't wait to watch it. No NBA games today, but I got a nice little WNBA game to head home to. Angel and Caitlin getting down to it.
At least I think the Fever won this one, so I'm not going to have to stress too much. I can save it all for tomorrow.
So back to the action here. A 14-point deficit for your Mystics. Struggling. It's when Fillmore and Alcorn aren't creating baskets for you, it's tough for the Mystics to score. Let's be honest on that one, because that's where a lot of their shot creation and shot finishing comes from. And catching fire is Bailey Russell right now. Whew. She's smoking. And Addie Albert and the Mystics have a problem with. See, they've got a lot of good long-armed defenders and athletes, but they don't have a lot of secondary shot creation. If it's not Fillmore, like I said, if it's not Fillmore or Alcorn, you know, Addie Albert can get to the hoop for sure, but where's that? They got a lot of athletes and a lot of people that shoot, but where's that shot creation come? Where's the dynamism? They're fall a little bit short in that category right now. Where are they going to get that sort of shot creation from?
Yeah, exactly. And Fillmore and Alcorn, what happens with them is their scoring opens up their playmaking as well. So you need one of them to get going here, and then that'll start opening up everything for everybody else.
Exactly. So again, a miss there from Alcorn. She's cold to start, but she can get heated up pretty fast. But these Frees, they don't need anything to get heated. They are stroking it from everywhere right now, and that is Katie Daly, who's had a stellar first half here. Addie Albert, she attacks that closeout. Can't get it to go, follows her own miss, gets a rebound, can't get that one to go, partially blocked. And Tamwine thought that was off of the Mystics, but good hustle there again by Bowen. Bowen's doing so many of the little things in this first half. She hasn't gotten many shots to go, but she's been terrific in a lot of areas.
Yeah, absolutely. She's just so physically strong, and she's moving people out of the paint, and this creates open shots, and she's had some good looks at the rim. Just a couple of them little rollouts, but I love the shots she was getting at the hoop.
Yeah, she's been a vacuum cleaner on the boards in this half. I'm not sure how many she's got, at least 6 or 7 boards already. She collects that loose ball. Albert on the crossover. Into Bowen. Bowen, another opportunity just a little bit short, and rebounded by Russell, and back come the Frees. Collecting that one, Katie Daly, nicely done inside to Tamwine. Tamwine with the ball movement again. Long from the baseline was Nicole Essen.
The Frees right now, excellent offensive execution right now. They're getting that ball inside, and then they're running these great screens off the ball to get open looks for their shooters.
Yep. Robbie Daly's going to take a seat, and Eve McDonald comes back in. There goes Katie Daly. Katie Daly all the way to the rim. And a foul on Addie Albert. She tried her best to stay vertical. Couldn't do it. And Katie Daly, we talked about the Daly family. Katie's oldest sister is Kelsey McLaughlin, who's married to Mark McLaughlin, who plays for the Tri-City Tide, and Kelsey's played in this league for a number of years. She came and played last year after having her 3rd kid. She just had her 4th. If we know Kelsey, she'll probably try to play this year, even after having the 4th kid. Missing that free throw, but Tamwine just out-muscled Sturkle. Pass behind Essen. She was able to grab it, though. And Russell, no good on the baseline. Out of the pack comes Alcorn. Pushes to Albert. Albert can't quite snag it. She just led her a little bit too much. Good idea, though. I like the push.
Yeah, I definitely agree right now. Right now, your offensive, your half-court offense right now, not really looking so great. So pushing out in transition is definitely the way to go for them.
One Ottawa teammate comes in to replace the other as McCarthy comes in. Average 11.5 a game on 47% from 2, 47% overall, 34% from 3, and 90% at the line for Ottawa last year. So efficient with her 12 points a game. Following up her miss, can't get that one to go. Gets it back to Daly. Daly has it knocked away. McDonald got it over to Tamwine. Tamwine curls around. And she's going to be called for a travel.
Great job by Fillmore there defensively. Get up in the big, like Tamwine, a bigger player, not exactly a ball handler. Get up, force that travel.
Absolutely.
Number 4, Jesse Brown.
Jesse Brown back in for the Mystics. So, yeah, Katie Daly, her older sister is Robbie. Her oldest sister is Kelsey McLaughlin, as I mentioned. Her dad coaches over there, and that's going to be, that looked like a bit of a flop. But she sold it well and got the call. You can't blame her for trying. Well done.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. But what the Frees are doing so great right now is they can overplay and jump out for steals because they know every other player is going to have their back and switch and guard the ball.
Yeah. Sophie back in, the former Stu player as well for a nice look back door. Well, boy, physical defense there from the Mystics, forcing a tie-up, and it's going back to the Mystics. A good backdoor look to Eve McDonald. McDonald played at FHS for Coach Daly, and then went to UNB and played soccer for 4 years, and then was done with soccer. And the Frees were playing last year, and she got in touch with her former FHS coach and went, hey, I'd like to play some ball again. And here she is playing for the Frees. Sophie with the steal and the 2. Vanessa Sophie. Good minutes for her so far, and the lead is now 18. And the struggles to score continue. Turmel back in the game. Oh, and a good look inside. That's a good call. Carving out space there nicely. That was a good move by Jessie Brown. Make herself available for Turmel.
Her first foul. Team's 3rd. Coming in from Moncton, number 5, Lindy Alcorn.
So back in is Alcorn, and timeout. And we'll use this timeout to thank the Moncton Mystics community partners. We want to thank Action Fasteners, Burger King, City of Moncton, Discount Flooring, Dr. Jeff and Kim Mowat, Moncton Honda, Rehab 1, Watts Leasing, Roberto DiDonato, Route 6 Spicy Bar and Grill, Tanya Everett, Acadia Toyota, Adored Beasts Apothecary, Crandall University, home of the Mystics, Hanson Signs, Town of Riverview Minor Basketball Association, and the Magnetic Hill Winery. Thanks to all y'all for your sponsorship. Couldn't do it without you. So, oh boy, just struggles to score here, Judd, and having trouble finding answers. They went to that horns look there, and a nice move by Turmel to go baseline. It's just, even when they get that opening and they create a nice play for themselves, the physical defense of the Frees comes and shuts the door on them.
Exactly, and the Frees are so connected as well. Their help defense and their switching has just been immaculate so far.
Yep.
Really great job of cutting off any passing lanes, any driving lanes as well. And even if they do get burned, they'd have the help right there. Yeah.
And if the Mystics could get one or two of these threes to go, to loosen things up a bit, it would mean so much. They just haven't gotten them. Some of those threes have been bad shots. Some of them have been really good shots. They just haven't gone.
Yeah, the Mystics haven't really hit a lot of threes, so that means they can kind of cram the paint right now, which has been shutting down everything in the middle.
And more great defense in there by the Frees. as Alcorn was shut down, had to go to a difficult left-handed shot. There's Sophie getting all the way to the glass and finishing.
Sophie's so in control on those takes with those passes as well. Everything.
Oh, yeah. Termel looking to go baseline, keeps that dribble alive. Spins, boy, it looked like some contact, but no protestations from her. Oh, and a nice look into Tamwine. Just didn't quite know where she was after that pass from McCarthy. Good kick ahead pass to Sturkle. Sturkle creates an open three. Can they get one to go? No, they can't still. And even they had a chance at the offensive rebound, and the bad luck continues for the Mystics.
Yeah, great looks for the Mystics right now. Just unfortunately, it's just not going down.
They just can't throw it in the ocean at the moment. And the Freeze have been very efficient from 2 and 3-point range. Seen a lot of shots go down, and I love the substitution pattern they got going here too. They get people in for a couple minutes, they play hard, they come out. Oh, nice rejection. Beautiful by Alcorn on the drive there by Essen. Sturkle, another wide open one, and she gets it to go. Celine Sturkle with a big cue collectively from the crowd here.
Now here's the question. Can you capitalize on this and put together a little run here?
Right. Loosen up that D a little bit. Wide open three from the wing from Storty, doesn't go. She runs it down though. Tamwine with the head fake and the finish. Storty, beautiful play running that down in the corner. Turn in the corner is Albert. Albert gets all the way to the paint and she finishes. Oh, that was a difficult one. Looked like she took some contact there too. Tamwine does a good job keeping her balanced there, and then a little too physical there from Fillmore. Terrific catch from Tamwine though. That was a difficult one with a girl like with a player like Fillmore up underneath you to keep her balanced.
Exactly.
Impressive stuff.
The big thing about that run out from Tamwine as well, you catch that ball in the paint, now you have Fillmore on you, a smaller player. Now that's going to cause 2 to come, pick up the foul there.
Yeah, it's all about, hey, can we create, and that's the problem right now that you've spoken to it, that the Mystics have. They're doing such a good job one-on-one defensively, they don't need anybody to slide over. So you want to create that advantage. You want to you want to have 2 people on one, get the defense into rotation, create an advantage somewhere, and the Mystics just can't right now because Freeze are doing such a terrific job one-on-one defensively.
Yeah, it's just something, you don't really see this help defense being this good. This is unbelievable. Usually you'll get 1 or 2 where you just, you beat that first player and then the help's just a little bit late, but right now the Freeze is just so connected. Impressive.
Yeah, and they've got that sink weak side too, right? We've seen them knock the ball out of bounds a couple times. That it's tough to be, especially, these girls are getting paid for this. This is fun basketball, right? It's fun, competitive, high-level basketball, but you don't often see, when we go out and play with our guys, you get beat. You might have 1 level of help. It's very rare you get that 2nd level of help or the 3rd level, that sink on the weak side to cut off any pass baseline. They are getting that. They are sticking that every time.
Yeah, clockwork for the Freeze right now.
2nd, 3rd level of help is there. Tamwine. Yeah, I can see that call.
There's so much more of that. Those rolls now, they started to get called for those offensive fouls. Something you didn't really used to see before.
They do, and it was just a little bit too physical.
Yeah.
But it was one of those calls where you can't disagree with it being called or not being called. It's kind of right on the borderline there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But a little too physical. I can see that. A little protest from the Fredericton bench, but not too much. Oh, nicely done. Can Bowen finish? Oh, she can! It popped in. And credit to Alcorn. Oh, look at that from Tamwine. She boxed her out. She got position at the foul line, asking for it over the top when her point guard had the ball at the other 3-point line. That was beautiful stuff from Tamwine.
Tough finish as well. That deep underneath the hoop.
Yeah, she asked for it. She sealed her. Oh, nicely done by Sophie stepping into that lane. They can't even get a screen and roll happening there. Good foul from Fillmore, except the fact that it might be her 3rd. It's 2 for sure. Yeah, only 2, so that's better.
Yeah, definitely. She'd be a big reason if they were to come back in this game.
Yeah, you need her on the floor. So they've kept the lead from getting too out of hand. It's at this point now where you get a couple of stops and a couple of consecutive hoops. Now you're thinking more positively going into the break. So a nice, they've got 2 shots here, and Russell's had a terrific first half.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about this last night. Win these last 2 minutes of the quarter, especially in a situation like this. The lead is just sort of starting to get out of hand there. This is where you need a response here. Going a little 7-0 run, something like that.
Yeah,
just get this back to manageable territory.
Yeah, you need something like that to make things, oh boy, that was a bad decision. Albert, though, terrific work. Erasing the mistake. McLaughlin wants that pass back for sure. McLaughlin hasn't gotten going. Oh, nice pass in there to Bowen, but Tamwine just walling up. And some contact, but perfectly legal contact. Sophie gets Bowen in the air, but doesn't want it. Gets it back to Tamwine. Essen now. Yeah, moved her pivot foot.
Tamwine, they're just so active right there. If that wasn't called blow dead, I think she would have had a back cut there for a layup.
She would have. She was on her way. And she's been probably the best player in the first half here, in my opinion, off the bench.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, she's been just defensively and offensively just running things here. Sturkle calling for Bowen to cut. Bowen comes and meets it. Nice move from Bowen. Sadie Bowen. Terrific stuff. And Sturkle, intelligent on her part. Saw she had a bit of a mismatch there. Called her over. Oh, Tamwine. The footwork, you love that, don't you, Judd?
That was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Up fake on the opposite side, come back with that. Oh,
Jokic-esque. Or Brianna Stewart-esque.
This is a great big matchup we have going right now. Bowen doing a great job of clearing out her space in the paint. Tamwine, same thing.
Yep. Sturkle now, 8 on the clock, backing them down. Creating a shot for McLaughlin. Can McLaughlin get going? No. No good, and it bounces to Bailey Russell. Look at that, look up ahead to Essen. And just like last night, we said that the last 2 minutes need to go the Tide's way in our men's pro game last night, and it did not. And we said it needed to go the other way for these Mystics the last 2 minutes, and it has not.
Exactly. Right now, the freeze transition has been immaculate. The passing has been so impressive. They're not throwing anything over and anything under. It's been right on the money every time for layups.
The rare poor decision by the Freeze here in the first half on that one. Essen commits the 5th foul of the quarter on Avon McLaughlin coming off of that screen. McLaughlin going to go to the line for 2 free throws. I believe that's her first point. And McLaughlin's got to be a complimentary scorer to Alcorn. She and Alcorn just have not gotten their games off here in the first half. But 2 for 2 at the line. Big defensive possession here. Stop without fouling. And going off that screen is Russell getting downhill all the way. Doesn't finish, but they can't secure the rebound, but it's short from Essen at the buzzer, collected by Avon McLaughlin. And we're going to go to the break with the Fredericton Freeze doubling up your Moncton Mystics 46-23, and some encouraging signs in that second quarter, Judd, but they've got to have a lot more consistency to their game in the 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, exactly. The defense right now is starting to become more of a problem than the offense. That second quarter, the offense looked a lot better. You're getting much better shots, and they converted on a lot more.
Yep, so a better second. Let's see if they can build off that one into the 3rd as we come back. We'll see you back here, fans, in 15. Yep. Oh.
to make some noise for 506. Let me hear ya. All right, fans, before we get this third quarter started, I want to thank some more of our community sponsors: Roberto DiDonato, Route 6 Spicy Bar and Grill, Tanya Everett, Acadia Toyota, Adored Peace Apothecary, and let's get this half started off right here, Mystics fans. I want to hear you put your hands together. Who loves the Moncton Mystics?
We're back. Holy smokes, there was a minute on the clock, fans. Sorry, I thought we had time to chat about things, and we don't. Back to the action. Holy smokes, they went fast on me. All right, 46-23, I'm back. Allie McCarthy trying to start the second half. Oh boy, and she does. Bad news for your Mystics there. They want to get up to a hot start here. Love the push from Albert, but who was waiting to cut her off? That was Katie Daly off a really good first half. So a tough start, not what you want if you're a Mystics fan, obviously.
That last play from the Freeze, 4 players down the paint being able to swarm the ball there.
Absolutely.
Impressive.
So Katie Daly, only 3 points in the first half, but her impact was felt in many, many areas. We'll get to your leading scorers and such from the first half here in a moment. Twisting with a move, there's Thompson. Can't find her way to the basket, but she had an outlet in Daly. Daly side rim the 3. Good rebound there from Bowen, who has been tremendous in this game. Sturkle, she's gonna pop a 3. Almost banked it in, no good. And back comes McCarthy. Oh, good hands there from Albert to knock it away. Well done from her. And Fillmore pushing the pace. Love the push from Fillmore. She can't squeeze between 2 though. And then back comes Bailey Russell off a terrific first half. She gets all the way to the glass, can't finish. Sturkle rebounds, and they're pushing the other way. End to end here early in the second half for these teams.
Yeah, if the Mystics are going to win this game, they got to get a lot more live ball turnovers. That's such a key for teams coming back in games. They have to start getting stops and live ball.
Well, McCarthy rips that rebound down and pushes ahead to Daly. Daly stops and fades and kisses it off the glass. What a move from Katie Daly. She only played 38 games in her university career because of 2 severe knee injuries that she's battled all the way back from, and doesn't even wear any braces. When I see that she's...
Yeah, that's incredible.
Right? I'd be wearing mechanical devices if I had 2 severe knee injuries right now. Albert, nice kick to Sturkle. Sturkle's got to get it up with 2 seconds, and she can't. She just places the ball out of bounds. Here, you guys go ahead. You got me.
Freeze, another thing they're doing defensively is they're doing such a great job of jamming the ball. They're getting right up into the chest, forcing them to pick up the ball in places where they don't want to pick up the ball.
Yeah, they don't have any fear that the Mystics are going to beat them off the dribble right now because they've done such a good job in that area. So they are up into everybody's business right now and making it difficult. Daly wide right on that jumper. Fillmore being watched by Robbie Daly. Trying to run the offense through Alcorn. Alcorn gets all the way to the rim but can't finish. Cleaning that glass again is the Freeze. McCarthy, look at that pass. Daly didn't catch it cleanly. Got it back to her sister for an open jumper. And there again is Sadie Bowen. Where would they be without Sadie Bowen in this game? Look at her running the floor, and she's able to finish. Good kick-ahead pass from Sturkle. Now Katie Daly gets into the paint. She's going to pop a little fadeaway, no good, and Sturkle collects. Boy, the pace of this game right now. Sadie Bowen again. Oh, just can't finish, but gets that rebound off the effort. Good second effort from Addie Albert, knocking that ball clean and back to Bowen.
Yeah, definitely Bowen doing just about everything right now. Running out in transition, incredible.
Oh, Fillmore with the strip. Great stuff, and that looked like it went out off of this Freeze as well, but tough angle, I think, from the referee closest to the play. Didn't have the side angle.
Yeah, it looked like it went up the knee to me as well, but that is a tough angle for the referee.
I just don't think he was able to see that from where he was standing. McCarthy with the turnaround, no good, and a nice little run here of play from the Mystics the last couple minutes. Fillmore hasn't gotten anything going yet herself. Oh, nice find to Sturkle. Boy, that would have been big if that would have gone. Made things feel a lot better for The Mystics, smart pass to Tumwine, streaking, and her strong game continues.
Who else? Running
Tumwine.
Running in transition again.
She has been unstoppable. And Alcorn, look at that box out from Tumwine. Beautiful. Oh, nice pass. Not able to finish was Robbie Daly. She got that rebound though. Lindy Alcorn got her hand on it. Was able to knock it free.
I will say this last little bit for the Mystics, the offense is flowing much better. More players touching the ball and getting downhill and then back out for threes.
And I like the idea of playing through Sturkle a little bit too. And kind of a, what are able to connect on that one. So McLaughlin back in and Turmel replacing Fillmore and Alcorn. So 53-27, 5:15 clock running, and another fast-moving quarter here. These teams going end to end. Oh, can't get that one to go. Can Thompson gets her own rebound, but going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go back to the Mystics.
Yeah, like you said, very fast pace. Usually you see teams that are running up and down the court, a lot more fouls because they're taking it to the hole. This game, not really many whistles.
No, not so far. We had a lot of whistles early in the first quarter, and then since then it's been pretty fair. Oh, a nice move from Albert. Man, she's gotten those right to the rim multiple times. Just hasn't had that finishing touch today. Good setup there for a three from the wing. Didn't go for Russell. McLaughlin on the push. Nice move. Oh, good look with the hands from McCarthy, and then the kick-ahead pass to her Gigi's teammate. Russell running out and laying it in. Her dad don't move that fast, that's for sure. Kick out from Turmel, back to Albert. Albert inside, good look. Trying to back her down is Sadie Bowen, can't get it to go. But Bowen, she's only coming off her freshman year at Mount A. She's got to get going over the other shoulder instead of just the one, right?
Yeah, definitely, but that's exactly who you should get the ball to right now. She's been most of your offense in this quarter.
Yeah. A miss from Tumwine there, a rare one this game. McLaughlin squeezing through again, another. That second layer of defense just unstoppable for the Mystics. Good tip there from Sturkle, good reaction to knock the ball over to Albert. Turmel now. Can't find anybody. McLaughlin comes and meets it. Can use the screen of Bowen. No, she's going to reject it and go to Turmel. Turmel's got a good matchup at the sink from McCarthy, but McCarthy gets a piece of Turmel's arm.
I think a good look for the Mystics right now could be Turmel on one block, Bowen on the other. I think that'd be great because they're rebounding excellently right now, and Bowen's getting you great looks at the rim.
Yeah, get them to play together, and Turmel is underrated really as a playmaker. She's been a really good playmaker in these opening couple of home games.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we run a play here for Sturkle to pop out and catch. Now they'll go down to Turmel. She's got that matchup again. Turns and goes and finishes and one. Nicely done by Turmel. She had the size advantage. She just got her shoulder into Sam Storty and finished through the contact.
Great decision to take it up when she did as well. Before that help can come, and then if the help is coming, you're late, and now you're fouling me. And one.
Completes the three-point play, does Turmel. So another, that's a Sophie coming off her terrific first half. Storty misses, collects a rebound, knocks to Tumwine. Tumwine can't spin it home. And a nice job by Turmel, squeezing that rebound away from Storty. McLaughlin trying to split the defense, and she does. Gets it back out to Sturkle. Sturkle with an open look. Can't get it to go. I say open, but that closeout from Tumwine was terrific. Made her think about it. Now Essen gets 2 feet in the paint. Back to Sophie. Sophie has it knocked away. Gets it back to Essen. Essen's going to pop a three. No good. Good box out there from Alcorn. She's going to push. Still scoreless on the night is Alcorn. Spreading the floor here. Fillmore using the screen. Back to Alcorn. Alcorn's going to pop another three. Can't get it going. Just not her night. Essen clears and pushes. Good find to Sophie. Sophie's going to go baseline. Looking for Tumwine. Finds her. Tumwine can't get it to go, but there's Storty collecting it back to Sophie. Sophie no good. Good box out from Fillmore, but her teammates can't squeeze it. It's Storty quickest to the ball. She gets it back and pops a three. No good. And finally, Alcorn rips it free.
Yeah, right now the Freeze, you have 5 players on the glass. All of them are crashing right now, and they're making the Mystics pay.
Yeah. Termel gets it knocked away by Sophie. Just everything is challenged, right? Every cut is challenged. There's no easy catches for the Mystics right now. There's no easy looks. You know, everything's closed out. There's nothing easy right now for the Mystics.
Exactly, and every play that the Mystics have an open look at 3, somehow a Freeze defender just gets there.
Right,
even if it's not
time.
even if it's not who they're guarding. It's just impressive.
Fillmore against the defense of McDonald. That's where she's known. That's what she's known for. Even McDonald is her defense. Read a little article about her on the Freeze website about her joining the squad and how her defense in high school was pretty legendary. You see why she's out there pestering Fillmore.
Yeah, absolutely. And Fillmore, not an easy player to pester, to really bother.
No. And now they put her on Termel now. And probably because the Mystics started playing through Emily there a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So they've matched her up, a little bit more size on Termel. Make that not as easy. Termel hands to Fillmore and then sets a screen. Switch now. McDonald watching her. Sadie Bowen now. Spins. Gets it out at the buzzer. Fillmore, no good. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Yep.
Shot clock violation. Fredericton basketball.
So you can't. They left Sadie Bowen in a position where, hey, put the ball on the floor from the three-point line and create a shot for us. That's not Sadie's strength.
Yeah, she's been dominating this game, but that's not exactly what you want to be doing. You want her down on that block, going to work.
Absolutely. Vanessa Sophie. Looking for a screen from Tamwina. Look at that job by Fillmore. Terrific defense there by Fillmore. She just decided to squeeze in between that screen and her check, and she was spilled to the floor. What work by Fillmore guarding that screen roll.
Yeah, what a great job of jumping out to guard that. Even if that wasn't an illegal screen, she would have been right there still, forcing the ball out.
Absolutely. That's the toughness that you get from Kate. Into the game is Jessie Brown now. Jessie spins baseline. It's tipped and it'll stay with. How many deflections have the Freeze gotten as well defensively?
Oh, just characteristics of a great defensive team.
Oh yeah, just a clinic defensively so far here by Fredericton. Using that screen is Fillmore. She gets all the way to the paint. Look at Storty just standing her ground and blocking that shot. Up to Katie Daly. Katie Daly spins. McDonald back to Sophie. Sophie, she's going to pull up for 2. No good, but there's McDonald, quickest to the ball. Now she's going to pop a 3. Baseline, no good. Termel can't squeeze it. McDonald can. Back to Daly. Daly to Tumwine. Tumwine. Baseline, not there. Back out to McDonald. Now to Storty. Storty against the clock. Can't make it. And squeezed finally by Jessie Brown. Pretty good defense by the Mystics. They just couldn't clean up the glass until the 4th miss. Fillmore got all the way to the glass again, though. The belly-up defense. And can the Freeze score at the buzzer? They cannot. A good attempt by Katie Daly on the kick-ahead pass from Sophie. And another solid quarter from the Freeze. I give credit to the Mystics. It started out terribly, and we were worried it was going to go really the wrong way. They played them pretty evenly the last 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely true. One of the big differences between these two teams right now is passing. When you look at the Freeze passing, they're passing the ball to generate open looks. The Mystics look right now like they're passing the ball to just get it out of my hands. I don't want to turn it over.
Yeah, right now, yeah, because the Freeze are playing, like we said, so confidently on the ball defensively. They are very confident they're going to be able to keep whoever they're guarding in front of them. And the Mystics have got to prove them. It's a little late now, down 25 going to the 4th, but it's something that's going to have to be something that they're going to have to work on. How can we generate, downhill, getting our people downhill into the paint without crowding things and mucking it up, because that's what the Freeze are making them do. They're making them muck it up.
Yeah, exactly. When you can win those one-on-one matchups, now that means the help has to come over even harder, which then generates open looks. But the Mystics just unable to win those one-on-one matchups against the Freeze right now because their footwork has been excellent this game, as in the whole team.
So the leading scores at the half for Fredericton, it was Bailey Russell with her 4 threes and 18 total points. And, of course, Ava Tumwine, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 for her. And then they both added that total in that quarter. But it wasn't – the Freeze didn't have real balanced scoring in the first half. They had basically those two doing the finishing, but they were all sharing the ball well. Those two just happened to be the beneficiaries. In that third quarter, they had balanced scoring across the board there.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Great ball movement doesn't work if you don't put the ball in the right hands at the end of the play. And that's exactly what the Freeze have been doing.
So using that screen is Katie Daly getting all the way to the paint. That's a little bit of that's a little medicine back at the Freeze there. Kate Fillmore did a terrific job walling up in the paint, cutting off that drive.
Yeah, smart play there to throw it out of bounds. Stuck in the corner, great job.
Yep. So into Addie Albert. Addie, a little hesitation dribble. Takes a bump, can't finish. But good crash there from guess who? Ms. Bowen again, weak side, crashing that glass. Creating another possession here, 14 on the clock for the Mystics. Again, it's Sturkle coming off that screen. Smart play inside to Bowen. Bowen steps through, just can't finish, gets her own rebound up and in. Sadie Bowen having a terrific night. I believe by my count that's 16 for her, definitely a double-double.
Yeah, coming off that roll, stealing that space in the middle was a perfect play.
Oh, beautiful pass there to Daly, and a smart play by Sturkle. She knew she couldn't collect that board, but she poked it to her teammate, but then they turn it over at half court. Sturkle behind Daly. Daly smartly just gets her body into the shot blocker. Doesn't make the layup, but she's going to the line.
Right now, it feels like the Freeze have 6 players in the court. Every time they're coming down the court, you're just like, wow, where did they come from?
Yeah, there's another player knocking the ball free from. But there's been a little bit of that. That's something that the Mystics, when they go back and watch the game, that's something that they can clean up. All right, we did a little bit of over dribbling with somebody in front of us, somebody behind us that's going to be knocked away. We did a little bit of over dribbling. Let's make sure we've got people in the right spots. We can share the ball properly, and get the ball into the right hands so we can get, our offense flowing in the right direction. So a little horns look here from the Mystics, and finally, Lindy Alcorn's going to have a chance to get off the schneid, get to the line, and get one to go.
Yeah, I like that set a lot. It just cleared out so much room for Alcorn to drive there.
Absolutely.
Those are the one-on-one matchups they've been missing all game. Those ones where they're just one full step ahead, not just a half.
Yep. Can't get the free throw to go. It's been one of those days for Lindy Alcorn. Oh, boy. Frustrated for her, I'm sure. There, she gets it to go. Phew. This will be the coldest shooting you see from her all season, that's for sure. Look at that hesitation and finish. Lovely from Katie Daly.
Yeah, Daly just so in control. Every time she catches the ball, whether it be on a loose ball coming to the court, just very in control.
Oh, and good defense again there for the Freeze. Addie Albert just a little bit out of control. That's where you spoke of. That's a really good spot. 2-foot stop, right?
Exactly.
Shot fake and take it up, or have somebody trailing behind you. Reverse pivot, kick out for an open 3, right?
Yeah, and a lot of times we don't want to go to the 2-foot stop because we'll give up that advantage. But if you can seal them behind you, it can be even better because now you might be looking at an easy and one.
100%. Oh, good fight there from Albert on Allie McCarthy. She challenged that shot, and then McCarthy tried to step through, get the offensive board, but good fight from Albert. Oh, good. Nice little confusion kind of set of screens there from the Mystics to get Sturkle wide open, but she wasn't able to get it to go. Again, everybody's been colder than normal today. Fillmore hasn't gotten her hasn't gotten her game off as well as she normally does. Sturkle, she's only made really that 1-3. Lindy hasn't made anything. It's just been one of those days for her. So it's just all those days at once for the offensive weapons of the Mystics, and it's been led to a tough day. Oh, nice cut from Thompson. She's been quiet today. She got that one to go, and timeout, Moncton.
Exactly. What you're saying with Sturkle, though, that's a look that you're totally good with. Wide open for 3. That's a shot you like. It's just they haven't been falling today.
Celin's got a great touch from 3. She'll have some games where she'll make, you know, what she's had 8 or 9 probably 3-point opportunities. There's days she'll make 5 or 6 of those, right?
Yeah, exactly.
She'll get hot, but she just hasn't gotten hot today, nor has anybody really for the Mystics, apart from Sadie Bowen, who I think he's got over half of the Mystics' points today.
Yeah, and it feels like it. Every time she touches the ball, she's generating a great look at the rim.
No, she literally has over half of them. It doesn't just feel like it, it's true. She had, I believe she's up to, well, maybe she's only up to, maybe one less than half. I think she's up to 16 on the night. But yeah, so it's just been a struggle for the regular weapons of the Mystics, and it's not often you're going to have your top 4 basically all have struggles on the same night, and in Kate Fillmore, Addie Albert, Lindy Alcorn, also Evan McLaughlin too, along with Sturkle. None of them have really gotten their games going. So all 5 of those on one night, just not getting anything going, it's tough.
You know, but you take the positive from this game. Bowen, excellent performance all around, defensively, offensively, on the glass, everywhere.
Listen, man, as a Mount A guy, I love to see it. I love to see it. And Addie Albert, give her credit. She's played super hard and not backed down even a little, despite, you know, she's had some struggles. She's gotten to the glass, gotten to the tin a lot, just hasn't been able to finish. She's been guarding Allie McCarthy, you know, kind of one of the best female players New Brunswick has ever produced, really.
Yeah, just so much fight, all around.
Yeah. So love to see that from her. So yeah, take the positives where you find it. Oh, getting that one to go is Gazoo. Sadie Bowen. I don't think you have to have much discussion on who the player of the game is for the Mystics today.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a bigger discussion for the Freeze here.
I think you know who I'm going with for the Freeze.
Well, I know you want Tumwine. I wouldn't argue with you right now. But Sophie popping that 3, no good. Good defensive possession there from the Mystics. Although she's definitely had some people join her in being great today, for sure. Can't get that one to go, Ken Lindy, but she chases that ball down the corner. They get another possession. Sturkle now inside to Addie Albert, but knocked away by McCarthy. And that's going to be popped by Essen. Essen gets one to go. That's got to feel good for her. She's had her struggles with her shot today, but that was a confident-looking stroke. Just having trouble getting it in here now are the Mystics. Alcorn has it knocked away, but right to Fillmore. Fillmore watched by McDonald. McDonald. Oh, you can see why she's considered such a defensive menace.
And this is a play for the Mystics, you know. You're down 28 points right now. This is how can you execute against a really talented team? This team is so great, but their end of the bench, their last couple players who don't get as many minutes, they're still incredible. So this is a time where I think you need to look at what plays do we want to learn how to execute against great teams.
So McLaughlin now over to Fillmore. Fillmore looking to use the screen of Bowen. Smart shot. Bowen runs it down. She's going to go to the glass again. Can't get it to go. Fights again for the rebound. Bounces to the corner, though. And Sophie up ahead to Essen. Essen inside to Tumwine. She carved out a spot, but couldn't get that one to go. Smart by Fillmore. I think that was probably tipped. So smart for her to grab it. Over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Sturkle. Sturkle inside. Oh, knocked away there from McDonald. She took one on the end of the hand there. Those fingers might have got jammed.
Just hands in every single lane right now. Unbelievable.
Kennedy Apthorpe chips back in for the Mystics. Fillmore, 7 seconds on the clock. Gets double teamed. Over to Apthorpe, or pardon me, over to McLaughlin. Difficult lefty finish. Wrapped it around the defense and got it to go. That was beautiful. Set up for Storty to pop a long two, and it goes. Sam Storty, a fellow McNaughton player like you, Judd.
That's what I like to hear.
There you go. Had a nice career at Stu. Played for some really good teams there.
McNaughton and Stu.
Yeah.
Sound a lot like me.
Under my man Fred Connors up there. Shout out to Freddie. Does a terrific job with that program. No good from distance for Avon McLaughlin, and back comes Storty on the push. Smart pass to McDonald. McDonald can't get it to go. Everybody crashes the rim as always. They come up with it. Essen now going to pop a three. That one's wide. Good rebound there from Kennedy Apthorpe. Pulls it down, has it knocked away. Two on her. They finally get it loose, and they got numbers. Intelligent pass to Kate Fillmore on the wing. Just can't get it to go. That's been one of the differences today. When the Mystics have created a wide open shot, they just can't buy one. Oh, smart play from Sophie. Dropping a dime on Nicole Essen, and the lead back to 32.
Yeah, exactly. And a big reason why the Frees have been so effective today, especially offensively, is because every single player on the court for them is a threat. You cannot pick a single player that you sag off of or anything, because they will make you pay.
Yep. Smart move there from McLaughlin. So one of the things that's useful in a fourth quarter of a blowout is, all right, let's stick with some of our offensive weapons that have struggled. Maybe you stick with them through the fourth quarter, try to get them into a rhythm, leaving the gym and having some good thoughts for next game. Avon McLaughlin, a couple of nice moves here late. She struggled today, but a couple of nice moves here late. One from the left-hand side, that acrobatic finish. This one, a nice little right-hand drive. Getting to the line for some free throws here.
Yeah, exactly. And some of the shots she's had today, these are shots that she will be making. These are shots you know that you can, yeah.
You can say that about Fillmore. You can say that about Addie Albert. You can say that about Avon McLaughlin.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with leaving your players in who have kind of struggled a little bit today.
Good ball movement back to Russell. She can't get it to go. Cooled off in the second half, but she was best player on the floor in the first half. Fillmore now, 2 feet in the paint, hesitation dribble. Doesn't get it to go, but she's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
Fillmore's so tough when she takes it to the hoop. Every time she absorbs that contact and is able to go up.
Just plays through it. Just plays through it. Doesn't whine and complain either. She knows she's going to take contact. She just knows how to play through it.
Having a confident guard is such a luxury.
Down it goes. So 2 for 2 at the line. And Jordan Casey going to check in for some minutes here. Sister of the Tri-City Tie Noter, Dustin. So pause here while we straighten out some business on the sidelines. I'll take the opportunity to thank our founding partner, Royale, for their outstanding support. Also, we want to show our gratitude to Cushman & Wakefield Real Estate Services and Cox and Palmer as the official legal counsel of the league. Shout out to Rehab 1, too. Always doing a great job with all the pro teams and this ladies team and the MWBA as well. So we got a young man inbounding the ball for us on the baseline. Referee Jeff Smith got a little lazy there. Didn't want to do his job, apparently. Typical Jeff. Tongue firmly in cheek, people. Tongue firmly in cheek. Oh, Allie McCarthy. Like, that's how good they've been today. Allie McCarthy, just one of the best players in the league. Just, doing her thing, playing D, making it. That's probably. I think she might be double figures with that 3, but maybe not. She only had 3 in the first half. just kind of playing her game, being part of the cog, not really worried about not getting enough shots or any of that nonsense. These Frees just pass it to the open person. Nice setup, beautiful stuff. McCarthy on the finishing end. So, and Thompson too, been a terrific player, been pretty quiet today as well. It's been everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you look at players like Sophie and Turnwell off the bench. Incredible, because they could start on many teams.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sophie was an all-Canadian level point guard in the ACAA. As Robbie Daly gets on the board as we head under the 2-minute mark. Bounce pass to Termel. This is going to be something probably they look at a little bit. Coach McKenzie will look at a nice drive there by McLaughlin. I like she's getting some, oh no, pardon me, that is McLaughlin.
Yeah,
Kennedy Apthorpe for a second, but
I definitely like the Termel catch at the high post, because what she does is when she catches that ball and then dishes it back out, she's able to take up so much space down there that she can generate good looks at the hoop, and then even if that layup doesn't go in, she's there for the rebound.
1,000%. So today's game between the Thunder and the Hornets was postponed at MSVU, so makeup date's going to be announced on that. Tomorrow in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, the Hurricanes of Miramichi at Miramichi Valley High will host these Port City Fog. The Lake City Lakers will be hosting the Halifax Hornets, as a nice move and finish from Katie Daly. And then on Wednesday, these Mystics travel to Fredericton for a matchup at the Lady Beaverbrook Gym with these Frees Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Come out and watch, Fredericton fans. Popping a three from the corner, no good. Good crash on the weak side. Not able to come up with it there, though. That was Kelly Carter, and then Russell at the other end. I think that's her first points in the second half, maybe.
Now I've got to ask, for the Frees, who's your player of the game?
Oh, man. Tamwine is such a good choice. Russell was terrific in the first half, but Tamwine's been, I don't know, Katie Daly, I mean, there's been so many good players. I think you got to go with, I think Tamwine is your choice.
Yeah, Tamwine is definitely my choice.
I
mean,
like it.
She impacted the game on every level today.
She
defensively, on the glass, and then every time we gave her the ball in the paint, it just felt like put 2 points on the board.
Yeah, when she came in the first quarter, I think it was a 12-7, so it was a 5-point game. And those next minutes, she spread out that lead.
Exactly.
It was a lot of her play that led that. That was a 21-9 game at the first quarter break, and then the second quarter, her minutes were terrific as well. So when the game was still in doubt, she was the key spearhead for the Frees, for sure.
Exactly, and her running the floor as well just created so many open opportunities.
So fans, so look, the matchup next Wednesday is going to be an interesting one. Hopefully Moncton they come out with a little more, some more creative ways to get people. Not that they're not using creative offensive ways to get people the ball, but you always look at the stuff you're running and adjust and stuff, right? Like Coach was telling me, McKenzie was telling me, he didn't know Avon McLaughlin's game very well until she came into town, 2 days before their game yesterday. So you're always going, okay, I got to tweak something here to get her the ball where she wants it. She likes it better here. How these players mix together. Celine Sturkel later coming to the team, and she hasn't played with this group specifically. So always you're learning something, and I'm sure Coach McKenzie will have some new looks for the Frees up in Lady Beaverbrook Gym on Wednesday at 7:30.
Yeah, and the Mystics today, we saw some times where their offense looked excellent. They're getting great looks downhill. Everybody was touching the ball. It was great flow. And then sometimes it just looked a little bit more stagnant. So the question is, how do you extend those good offensive spurts?
Yeah, for sure. So under a minute now on the clock. But the Mystics have had some better moments here in the second half for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Again, it's just been really no shots have gone down from distance. Really, how many shots can you say they've made outside the key. Really not very many. And they've got some shooters on this team. It's not like they're devoid. So the Lindy Alcorns and the Kate Fillmores and the Addie Alberts, and Ava McLaughlin as well, you're going to see them make a lot more shots than they've made in this game. As Tamwine, oh, she could have put the cherry on the sundae there, but back rimmed it. Casey now brings it over the half-court line and will dribble it out. And this one will end 78-43. Oh, they'll throw one up, but block shot at the buzzer. All right, fans, so thanks for joining us on the call here. I'll have to run over our player of the game picks to the scores table. So thanks, Judd, for joining us again on the broadcast. We'll see you next time. So fans, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your long weekend. Seek out those games the rest of the weekend and next week in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. We'll see you next time.
And coming up, we're going to have our players of the game.
Thanks, buddy. Good job as always.
Stick around for our players of the game. And fans, kids, come on down and meet the players after the game. Come on and see us after our players of the game.
Those great whites, they have big teeth. But the right shoe, that you say that you would always be around. But you're not around. No more. Did it frighten you? How you kiss the kids on the light floor. On the light floor. But I hear you sound so hard.
All right, fans, it's time for our players of the game brought to you by Nutkill Winery. First for Moncton, your player of the game, this is a pretty easy one. Number 9, Sadie Bowen. Great game, Sadie. And your player of the game for Fredericton, another kind of easy choice here. Number 15, Eva Tamwine. So tough inside. Great job, Eva. Come on down and meet the Mystics, kids.
acceptable then. Doorway, however, in the gym may not be.
You know, it wasn't us.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, we're narking on it.
Wasn't me who broke your doorway. Wasn't me.
He even had problems with his bleeding tears. Wasn't